In this unit, we're talking about linkage as it refers to genetics. And we call this non-Mendelian genetics in some cases because the pea plants that Mendel studied actually have a very simple genetic system of inheritance, but there are systems that are much more complicated. So since Mendel's time, we've discovered that his law of independent assortment isn't always true. Some genes only show up on sex chromosomes. Some genes are always inherited together. Sex linkage is when sex-linked genes are located on either the X or the Y sex chromosomes. Y-linked genes are usually harmless because the Y chromosome is so small. X-linked genes are responsible for several human genetic conditions, including color blindness in men, Duchenne muscular dystrophy in men, and the bleeding disorder hemophilia. So, as an example of a sex-linked trait, I wanted to talk about cat coat color. This is my own kitty, Olivia here, who's a tortoiseshell cat, which have a combination of orange and black fur on their bodies. This coat coloration is the result of an X-linked gene. So, in cats, the genes for orange and black coat color are both on the X chromosome. Male cats, which are XY, express the color on their one X chromosome. Female cats, which are XX, express both colors, which causes this tortoiseshell patterning of black and orange coloration. Only male cats with double X chromosomes can be tortoiseshell or calico. There are other examples of linkage. Autosomal genes inherited together during meiosis, if they're close together, is one example. So autosomal genes are those that are not part of the sex chromosome. And so if you've got genes, say, here and here, which are close together, they could be inherited together because they're not actually split apart during the process of meiosis or mitosis. As the distance between the genes increases, say for instance between here and here, the likelihood of them being linked during meiosis actually decreases. So the farther genes are on a chromosome from each other, the less likely that they are to be inherited together.